Yes, sir.
All
I'm
right. And Rita, how you doing?
I'm
And
good. How's everybody?
it looks
Hey,
here.
like, it
Here.
looks like Vonnie there. Vonnie in
hey,
South Carolina. How you doing? Okay,
I'm good.
good to see you, babe. We're waiting on there she is. There she is. There she is. She's coming in. Miss Diane Faison Parker in Florida. Waiting on
Hey, hi everyone.
Hi,
Hey,
baby.
Hello.
Okay, we're missing a couple of members. I don't know if you guys heard me or not, but Michelle had a loss in her family just now. So
Mm.
she's a little shaken up, which is obvious, and so she won't be with us tonight. And I think Hazel has a pre-engagement, and Rosie is having difficulties. Hey there, Professor. Rosie is having difficulties connecting. So if she shows up, that'll be great. If she doesn't, we are certainly going to carry on. Let me let the professor get in here and get her voice in, and then we'll start ready to rock and roll. Hey, Professor,
Hello.
how you
Hey,
doing, baby?
Sharon.
Hi, how's everybody?
Good to see you.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Diane, your light just went out, babe. You look like you're on the moon or something. A little dark there.
Oh my goodness. I
There,
don't
okay.
know.
See,
You know
now
what?
when you move back, the light came on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's good right now. You gotta
All
feed
right.
that. You gotta feed that hamster a little bit more nuts, babe. You know what I mean?
No, we having storms down here, so you might lose me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We had him up here earlier.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the lights going off and on. Look like you're cooking popcorn or something, brother. But anyway,
Yeah.
keep it around. All right. So the question was put out, or the clues were put out, that this person is an American soul singer, born in West Virginia and raised in Detroit. While young, sang with many doo-wop groups. And of course, one of the bigger things was the church choirs. And I wanted to mainly put that in there because we always talk about the artists and where they started from. And most of them did start out in the church, if you will. So I wanted to make sure I put that in there. After winning a talent contest at the Apollo Theater, they began their professional career. A lot of backup information, a lot of backup songs, a lot of solo sides, that type of thing. The big hit was in 1967, and they recorded a great cover song. So my question to the Magnificent Seven is, I see Sharon got her hand on her finger on her temple already. I don't know what that means, but could mean trouble. It could mean trouble. Bonnie, let's start with you down in South Carolina, baby. Who do you think it is?
I don't know. This one just threw me completely. I only came up with one, and I know that's wrong, and that was the Spinners.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's all I got. Because that one, I think what really threw me was the doo-wop and then the gospel. And I couldn't, my mind just went blank.
Okay. Okay. All right. Drew, what you got, bro?
I'm surprised I got this pretty quick. You're getting good at your clues or you're slipping.
Okay. Okay.
But, yeah, there was a couple names that came up. Sam and Jay was one. I started focusing on that one first because Sam is still with us.
Right.
Yeah.
But he wasn't born in West Virginia.
Right.
But this man by the name of Spyder Turner was.
Yes,
Okay.
Not only was he born, he was born in West Virginia, raised in Detroit, and I've heard the name before, but he seemed like he was more behind the scenes, it seems like,
Okay.
But he was
Okay.
very much a part of that Motown scene.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, he did sang with some doo-wop group. One of the groups was called the Counts or the Fabulous Counts.
Okay.
And that extra clue you put in, it helped out a lot too, Ali. A great impressions, because that hit song, he actually does impressions there.
Okay.
And, but he was involved even more than that. He was involved in a movie, a cult movie, a hit movie from 1985, and he also wrote a hit song for a group that me and the professor like, which is called Rolls Royce. This guy was all up in the seams of Motown. He is a veteran, and Spyder Turner, I believe, is the man that we're looking for, and that's my answer.
Okay. All right. All right. Diane, what you got for me, baby doll?
Name one, Spider Turner. That's
Okay.
I kept going around. I always came back to him.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Spyder Turner.
Okay. Rita, what you got, babe? With your nice looking hair all done up there.
Why, thank you. The first time ever I got it on the first try, Spyder Turner.
Okay. All right. Donna, I
Good
see you about
clues,
ready to
good
jump out the
clues,
chair.
Ollie.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, they were good
Good
clues, Ollie.
clues.
Yeah.
Okay.
It helped out a
Okay.
lot.
I see Donna ready to jump out the chair over there. What's going on, Donna? What you got?
You know, listen, I got it, Mr.
Okay.
Spyder Turner.
All right.
Did I not text you and say the name?
Okay.
And you
Okay.
said bingo. I
Right.
was like, yes. Your clues were fantastic. Really.
Okay. Okay.
And then I've never heard of him, of course.
Okay.
But when I did the research and I pulled his music up, and I was like, "Oh my God, he is awesome!"
Okay.
The rendition he did of the other singers
Stand
of
by me. Stand by
huh?
me. Stand by
Stand
me.
by Me, that was really good. I
Okay.
listened to it a couple times. I was like,
Okay.
I really like this.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Professor, your turn. What you got, babe?
I have Spyder Turner also.
Okay.
I did come up like Drew with a couple other people in the beginning, and Sam and Dave was one of the people that I thought, and then I was like, nah, I got to keep going down the list of clues.
Okay.
I had not known that name,
Okay.
but like Donna, I listened to Stand By Me and I realized I had heard it before.
Yes. Yes.
But I never knew who it was or
Right.
whatever. And he does a couple of people's voices in that.
Right. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Mark, has our guest arrived yet?
Spyder Turner is stuck in a turnpike. He'll be with us shortly. He's not here yet.
You would say that.
Leave it to Mark, right? Leave it to Mark.
Yep.
Well, okay. Bonnie was, I think, the only one that didn't get it. And
I never heard of Spyder Turner. I'm sorry. That's
I'm surprised, Bonnie, because of the fact you
Give him
followed me for
Motown.
some time, and I
Yeah.
have played that record. I have played it,
Yes, you have.
and it's almost like he's a one-hit wonder. Now, Drew brought out some of his background, if you will. Those
Oh,
are the things
okay.
obviously that kept him
Yes.
afloat, and this, that, and the other. But that one song, "Stand By Me" by Ben E. King, that
right.
he did, and he did the different vocals in there. Billy Stewart, David Ruffin,
Oh.
Smokey Robinson. When he did those are the things
Oh.
that really made that a monster hit. And it
Oh,
wasn't
that's
always-
his name.
yes.
Spyder, his name is Spyder Turner.
Spyder Turner.
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know who that was that did that. I
Right.
remember that song.
Right. Well, just like Sharon just said, a lot of people knew the music, but didn't know who it was by. You know what I mean? They had heard it before, but didn't know it. That's why I was a little surprised when Donna said she didn't know it, not because of her age or whatever the case is, but because of so much music that she has in her head and what around so much of the music. It's one of those songs. Here's another example. Nancy Wilson, "Face It Girl, It's Over." That sort of puts in the same type of category. It's a song that you love to hear. You don't hear it that often. And if you're not sure, you may say it was somebody else. You know what I mean? You may say it was somebody else.
He
So,
did Jackie Wilson too.
Yes.
I was like, he's
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, we're hoping that Mr. Turner has arrived from the airport or where the Wawa or wherever he is. Is he still on the way, Mark?
Yeah, right now they're picketing around his car, so give him a minute. Brother gotta work some things out.
All right. So he was basically sort of a one-hit wonder, pretty much, and that's the category. And as soon as he gets here, we'll talk about that. But he has sustained, as Drew was telling you, and Donna, what have you, sustained in this business by doing other things, background vocals, writing, producing, and all of that kind of stuff there. That's how you sustain yourself in this business if you only got one hit. A guy from Philadelphia, Pat, from Pat and the Blenders. The song was Just Because. Same type of person. I know Diane knows that, and so does Sharon probably know that way.
I'd have to
good
hear it.
cha-cha song. But
Yeah.
you only hear it every once in a while, but these guys stayed in the business doing other things, if you will, that made them last. Another good example is the Unifics, the lead singer who passed away. Now, once he left the Unifics, he started producing bands, band production, show production, and he stayed in the business a long time. He became the musical director of different groups and whatever. He stayed in the business a long time until his demise. And then they re-got the Unifics back together. But these are the things that must be done or should be done in order for you to, like if you do one thing don't work out, you try something else. That type of thing. In the same business, if you will. In the same business. Well, I'll tell you, when Mr. Turner gets here, we're gonna have to all stand up and give him a nice round of applause. I don't know what's going on with his limousine driver. Either we got to get better limousine service, one of the two, So how's everybody's week going? Everybody's week going is okay?
Yes.
Yep.
A little
going.
crazy with the up and down weather.
Yeah.
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 It's been hot and stormy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It rained today and it rained a couple of times this week. Heavy, real heavy. And so we're just hoping that, we know it's going to change up because summertime is coming. Summertime is definitely coming. So we know it's going to change up. We've got some heavy hitters, if you will, coming up in this month, being Black Music Month. And I started off with my show last night by talking about, the people that are coming. I didn't give names or whatever the case is, but obviously I talked about some of the heavy hitters that's coming. So some of the questions will be, at least this week, I didn't get called anything but Ali Hackett. You know what I mean? This last week, y'all called me every other kind of thing, and other weeks. So this time, it was a good thing. So the questions are gonna get a little bit more difficult and a little bit more interesting. A little bit more interesting. Let's put it that way. Not difficult, but a little bit more interesting.
You got to think. Think about it.
Yeah, a little bit more interesting. Absolutely. Man, where is Mr. Turner here? I think this is the latest we've ever been. We got to get a new limousine service to pick these people up and bring them in.
Yeah, I think that old Volkswagen's getting a little small for people. We got to get a bigger Volkswagen.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad to see everybody and everybody's doing well. We'll talk. I know the audience who is waiting for the guests to come in. And this is not information that you guys are usually privy to, but you see what's happening. We're just trying to keep the flow going. We're gonna have I'm scheduling a Zoom call for us on Tuesday at 6 o'clock, Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock. And this way I can get to everybody and then follow up with a email later, but whenever Zoom call meeting at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, it's coming. All right. And you guys, when you get a chance, say a prayer for Michelle, if you would, on the loss of her relative.
Mr. Hackett,
Yes, sir.
Magnificent 7. I think Mr. Spyder is here. Oh, wait. This is a strip club. I'm wrong. She's going to strip club. But I'm gonna let him in anyway. She got some nice shoes on.
Well, I am happy that he's here. I am happy definitely that he's here.
And of course, Sharon calls me from Smokehouse saying she want to come over. I'm sorry, Sharon. I should have said that live on 50,000 people.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you do me a favor and give a nice round of applause to Mr. Spyder Turner, who's here with us here now. You see, I think he's still connecting, so he may not be able to hear us. Spyder, can you hear us or no? Yeah, he's still connecting. Still connecting. There he is. Can you hear us now, my brother?
You're on mute.
No, well, we can't hear you now. We can't hear you now.
Unmute. Okay.
There we go. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a nice round of applause for Mr. Spyder Turner.
Man, that was a trip there.
Listen,
I was like, by the time I get on, it'll be over.
Yeah, I say all the time that modern technology is a wonderful thing when it works. When it don't work, it can be the biggest headache that you ever seen in your life. You know what I mean?
Or when you old.
Yeah. Well, brother, I am so glad to see you, and I'm glad that you had the opportunity to hang out with us for a little bit. I would like for you to, everybody, We already welcomed him in. When you give him your question, please state your name so he'll know who you are. Rita, let's start with you, please.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Oh, same here.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
My question is, how did you feel to have written a song that was in the top 10 charts?
Wonderful, especially when I heard it on the radio. But Stand By Me, I didn't write that one.
No, I'm talking about the one for Rose Royce. Do Your Dance.
Oh yeah, that was great because that was supposed to have been for my album. And Norman Whitfield came to me. I had wrote the whole first part. The next day he came back and he told me, I tried to write you out, but your lyrics was too strong. So you want some right now money, or you want to wait and put this on your album and hope it sells? Because I need a single for Rolls Royce. So I said, I'll take the right now money. I had just moved to California, so I took the right now money.
All right. All right.
Smart move.
Smart move. Yeah, good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Bonnie, go ahead, babe. Introduce yourself and tell them where you're from and go with your question or comment.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Turner. Very nice to meet you. My name is Bonnie. And I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I'm in South Carolina now, out here in all this rain and carrying on. But I must say that your Stand By Me, I've heard that a lot, and I love that. I like the impressions that you do with those songs and stuff.
Right.
But
I add more impressions when I do it live.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I add Joe Tex and James Brown and even Diana Ross.
Okay, that's good.
There's live videos on YouTube.
Oh, good.
Doing that song live, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good question.
Thank you for your
Drew,
question.
what you got for us? Drew, what you got for us?
Yes, sir. Mr. Turner, this is Drew. It's a pleasure having you with us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I got to admit, sir, that I wasn't too. I've heard the name before, but I wasn't sure what you did or what your background was. But as I researched you, man, you behind the scenes, man, you really made an impact, sir. And hats off to you. I'll ask you about two things. I mean, we know Stand By Me, and when you started with the counts and stuff. But you actually contributed a song to a movie that I loved in 1985 called The Last Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
So not only that, and the movie did well. Somebody made some money off of it, probably Barry Gordy. But also, you contributed a hit song to one of our favorite groups, Rolls Royce. So I was wondering if you could talk to us a little bit about The Last Dragon movie, how you became involved with that, as well as writing the hit song for Rolls Royce.
Okay, well, The Last Dragon, I had just arrived back in California from Detroit, and I ran into Norman Whitfield, and he said, look, man, I got a project I'm working on, and would you like to be a part of it? So what project? He said, it's a movie project for Mr. Gordy. So I said, okay, great. So he wrote the song right there in my apartment. And we went and recorded it. And then he told me, now, in order for you to be on this track, you can't be Spyder Turner. Now, the reasoning for that, I do not know. I guess I never will know. But I had to change my name. So I changed my name to my real name, which is Dwight David Turner. But I just dropped Turner and became Dwight David. And we presented it to Mr. Gordy, and he accepted. And one thing about it, Mr. Gordy told Norman before he wrote it, he said, do not name it The Last Dragon. That's exactly what Norman did. He named it The Last Dragon. And
now, did you get a chance to meet the actors that were involved in that movie? Because there were some heavy hitters.
Oh, yeah. Willie Hutch had some nice stuff on that album. Yeah. The Rhythm of the Night was that group name? The Barge. Yeah. Everybody had some real nice music in that movie.
Okay. Okay. Great question.
And as
Drew.
far as the
And what
Do You
about car
Dance?
wash?
Car Wash, I wasn't there for the Car Wash album. I came right behind the Car Wash album. Matter of fact, Car Wash is what made me go to California.
Okay.
I was
Oh.
sitting in the movie
Oh,
theater
wow,
watching it with
okay.
my wife. Yeah, my wife said, you know what? I had a dream that you went to California and became partners with Norman Whitfield. And that happened
Okay.
when I went to California.
What a great partner to, what a great person to be a partner with too.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely. Good question,
One
Drew.
of the greatest.
Yeah. Good question, Drew. Donna, what you got, baby doll?
Hi, Mr. Turner. My name is
Hello,
Donna
Donna.
Fisher.
Hi, Donna.
I'm located in Delaware, around the
Okay.
corner from Ali, actually.
Right. Okay.
And just like some of the others, I never heard of you, but I did my research and I looked at the YouTube videos, a couple of them, and enjoyed them immensely. And I did have a question. From what I've read, you won a talent show when you were 16 at the Apollo, and then about 2 years later, you were signed by MGM Records. So I'm thinking you might have been about 18 years old, signing a record deal. How was that?
I was 19.
Okay.
And I won the talent show at the Apollo Theater. And I came back a few years later with a hit record, which made me an Apollo legend.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like, the first time I heard Stand By Me on the air, I was in the car with a bunch of hoodlum buddies of mine. And it came on the air and everybody kind of listened to it, but they didn't hear the name at the end. So later on that night, we're still riding and they played again. So a couple of them were like, be quiet, gotta hear this. And at the end, when I said, but my name is Spyder Turner, and I dropped down on my knees, they pulled the car over, threw me out the car and beat me up.
Oh, Lord.
Because I hadn't told anybody anything.
That's great.
I believe in moving 90 miles an hour in the underbrush. You don't know I'm coming till I'm already there.
There you go. Okay.
Right.
All right. All right. Good question, Donna. Good question. Diane, what you got for us, baby?
Good evening, Mr. Turner. It's a pleasure meeting you. My name's Diane, and I'm from Philadelphia, now living in Florida. Okay.
Hi,
my
Diane.
question is, what prompted you to do all of the impressions in the song?
When I was a teenager, I heard, I bought the album Chuck Jackson Live on Tour, or it's either Chuck Jackson Live at the Apollo or Chuck Jackson Live on Tour. I can't remember which. But in the album, he did Please, Please, Please by James Brown. Mm-hmm. And in Please, 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 he impersonated Jackie Wilson and James Brown. And I was messing around one night, because the Fabulous Counts was my band, and we were at the 20 Grand and we were singing Stand By Me. And I just started adding people. And every time I did it, I'd add a couple of more people to it. And that's how it started. And I got heard and they signed me up.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Good question, Diane.
Yeah.
Who did I miss? I didn't miss. Oh, Sharon. The professor.
Good evening, Mr. Turner. It's
Hello,
nice
Sharon.
meeting you. I'm
Pleasure's
Sharon. I'm
mine.
in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And my question is, how did you come up with the name Spyder?
Okay, you asked a good one. I was in grade school, and the teacher was taking the class to the auditorium to see a movie about insects. So when we got to the auditorium, the bad kids had to sit in the back, and there was 3 of us. So the movie started, she cut the lights off and the movie started, and I got down on the floor and started crawling under the seats. And my friend would say, the spider crawls. And every time he said that, I'd stick my hand between the seat and feel some girl on her behind. She would scream, and she would cut the lights on. This happened about 4 times before I got caught. And so I've been Spider ever since.
Okay.
Say, Spider, this is a family show, man. We're not having that type of foolishness going on here. You're giving some of these wild kids ideas, man. You know what I mean? Listen, I know it's old stuff that we used to do, but nothing old, whatever's old turns around to come back to be new again. So somebody next week in my class is gonna be trying to do that. You know what I mean?
Well, hey, they need to do that instead of bringing them guns to school.
Well, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Let me ask you. Everybody is sort of run around. If you want to get another question or another comment, we can start formulating that. Smoke, are you with us or no? Smoke is the lead singer of the group The Ebonies, and he usually chimes in. I see his picture. It's probably an old.
Oh, okay.
I don't look like him now, but anyway.
He's coming in, Ali. He's still in the shower. He said he'll be with you soon.
All right, well, we'll wait till you get out the shower, because that's really not a mental shot I'd like to see right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Me neither.
You got people crawling on the floor, filling people's butts. Now you got somebody in the shower. Come on, this is a family show. Listen, Spider, Drew brought up something earlier when he was talking about giving you all the accolades that you've done off stage, if you will. Once you made the hit Stand By Me, and it still is a big, big hit. Matter of fact, this coming Sunday on one of my other radio shows starts my 98 greatest oldies that my listening audience wrote in and sent me their list and all this kind of stuff. Your song is on. Your song is definitely on that list. I can't tell you where, because everybody will know whatever I'm doing. But your song is on it, and it's been a song that's in Philadelphia that people have loved for a long, long, long time, which puts you in the category of a one-hit wonder. Now, because that was your biggest hit, and that was the one that you did, and you do so well by keep adding different audience. I see what you do when you do it live. You create a different atmosphere every time because you add or subtract a different artist to go in that song. That's very clever movement. Is that something that you picked up on your own, or is that something that somebody assisted you in doing?
Something I know, but
Okay.
Some nights I forget what artist I'm doing.
Okay. Well, it is a great song. What made you pick that song by Benny King? What made you pick that song?
When I first heard it, I just loved the song. And I was singing it like that for 2 years before I recorded it. It was like my showstopper. And Clay McMurray, who used to work for Motown, used to work for Norman Whitfield, he came into the 20 Grand. I was at the 20 Grand one night. He came in and saw me. And a couple of weeks later, he brought some guys in from MGM and a guy in from a TV show up in Lansing. And they decided, hey, we need to record this. So we went in the studio and recorded it.
Okay.
And we recorded it just like I did it on stage, but we had to do some editing to get some of them out and to keep the record short enough. So.
Okay. What has there been anything that prohibited you from going back into? I know you told me this week when we talked that you're doing something now, getting ready to release. How's that project coming along? Are you finished it? You're almost finished it. You got new material.
That's coming along great. I should be done with that by Wednesday or Thursday. All I got to do is master it now. I mixed it yesterday.
Okay.
So I'll be mastering it this week, and hopefully by next week it should be on the internet. I'm only doing downloads starting off, and if it makes me some money, then I'll press up physical copies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it does.
But it's called Rocket to the Moon.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it, so at least we can get a listen to it here in Philadelphia. I would definitely like to do that, or the Philadelphia area.
Right.
So what's on the agenda for you going forward?
Let's see. With this COVID, it's hard to say, but my first gig is in October, unless something else comes up. I go back to England in October. It'll be about 20 of us going over. Me, Carolyn Crawford, Ronnie McNair from the Four Tops, the Fantastic Four. A lot of us were going over. So Jimmy Walker's All-Star Band.
Okay.
So we'll be going over in October. It's a thing they usually do in Detroit every year. About 700-800 Brits come over here and throw this 4-day gig down at Burt's, and they hire all the Detroit artists that didn't go with Motown and didn't make it big, but had big records over in England, like your J.J. Barnes and
Yes.
Pat Lewis is one of their main stars, and they hire all us old people. I put it that way. So this time we're going over to England instead.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. That's great, man. That is really great. And I'm sure I'm sort of preaching to the choir because the Magnificent Seven already know this, that England, you always are treated and appreciated much better overseas than you are here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Over here we're new-minded. Over there they like all the old stuff. The
Right.
older, the rarer, the more they like it.
Right.
Matter
Right.
of fact,
Right.
I've got a song over there that they're playing that I recorded. I did Millie Jackson's House for Sale over.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, they had wrote the words and stuff. So when I got there, I had to rewrite the words for them, but I recorded it. And the jock that's got it, the guy that produced it, he won't play it except on his radio show. He won't let nobody have it. So
Wow.
it's like,
Wow.
they like, I got it, it's mine, and you can't have it.
Right. That's not the, I don't think that's, and there are some jocks that are like that even here, or that work.
Right.
I just
Okay.
don't think that's the way to be, because it's about the music. It's not about the jock. What should happen in
Right.
the time that you're not on the air, that music is just gone. It's sitting there. And if somebody collects it and don't know what it is, it doesn't get played.
Well, you know what's gonna happen, right? After I croak, then he gonna go ahead and release it and make him some money.
Well,
That's true.
we certainly hope that doesn't happen. Has anybody got another comment or a question that they want to present to Spider at this time?
Yeah.
Drew?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Spider, are you still involved with Barry Gordy and Norman Whitfield today?
No, Norman passed about 13 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Okay. Did not know that.
Yeah, that was,
Right.
matter of fact, he passed right after we finished the Four Tops album. We did an album on the Four Tops,
Mm-hmm.
and hasn't been released. I don't think it ever will be released because, like I say, Norman's gone now. So he passed right after that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How many of the Motown acts, or are there any Motown acts that you're still in contact with?
Oh, let's see. Vandellas, Marvelettes, the Velvelettes, just about everybody.
Okay.
Carolyn
Okay.
Crawford and
Okay.
everybody that's still around. I put it that way.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, I certainly wish you luck on this new release that's coming out. I really do, and I can't wait to actually hear it so I can play it here for
Yeah.
everybody here in the Philadelphia tri-state area. That Stand By Me is a classic. The way that you
Yes.
do it, it's a classic, and I hope that
Thank you.
you're
You know,
around.
you know
or
I
that-
re-recorded it.
Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I
I
do.
re-recorded Stand By Me, a smooth jazz style.
No,
Oh,
I
It's on the internet.
heard of that, but I don't know if I've heard it. I'd like to hear it and hear what it sounds like, because it's always nothing like the original. There's nothing like the original. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's nothing-
Well, in the new one, I didn't do any impersonations. I
Okay.
just sung it straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'd still like to hear it, but I mean, the way that you did the first one, that's the classic that everybody looks forward to hearing. That's the one that
Right.
everybody looks forward to. Smoke, are you there?
I'm here, but I just came out the yard from cutting grass, man. How you doing, Spider?
Hey, I'm cooling the whole damn gang.
Hey, man, you can get a big bag, man. I'll go over there seas with you in October, man. I'll travel with you. I'll carry your bag for you, man.
Okay. All right.
I couldn't come on in person because my wife said I didn't look my regular pretty self.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. This Friday night show is full of doozies. boy. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, well, if she said it, don't argue with her. Don't disagree.
All right. You got anything else you want to say to him, Smoke?
No, just it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure seeing you on here. And I've been sitting here listening for about the last 15, 20 minutes, and it's something else, man. Keep doing what you're doing, because whatever it is working. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. My mama told me a long time ago, perseverance is the key.
It is.
That's right.
It is.
That's right.
So you just gotta laugh. Yeah.
It is. And especially in this business here. Especially in this business. It may be true in everything else.
Right, because it's easy to give up.
Right, right.
It sure is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Even before the 2-minute record is over, you could give up 3 times. Right. Yes. I'm telling you. So if you could, Spider, share with us, you told us a couple of names. Share with us a couple of names that's going to be going overseas with you, if you can.
Let's see now. I can tell you in 1 second. I can name them all in 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, Facebook. And let's see. I'll start off with Carolyn Crawford.
Okay.
Fantastic Four. Kim Weston.
Kim is going over. Okay.
Yep. Let's see. I got the poster here somewhere.
I'm surprised because she didn't tell me anything about that. I talked to Kim 3 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just got at it. She just got at it.
All right, fantastic.
Her and who else? Her and I'm trying to find this thing here. I better go to Spyder Turner Worldwide. That's my other web page. I mean,
okay.
Book page. That's the one for music only.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
So you guys will assemble while you're doing that. You guys will assemble and then catch a plane and then meet over there and then have rehearsal there and just do the show from there. In other words, you will do your rehearsals and everything there. In other words,
we'll rehearse here and there.
Okay.
Okay, I got the list.
Go ahead.
Me, Yvonne Burney from the Elgins, the Elgins, Junior Walker's All-Star Band, Billy Prince from the Precisions, Carolyn Crawford, Willie Kendricks, Pat Lewis, Ronnie McNair, Ronnie Savoy, J.J. Barnes, Chris Clark, Kim Weston, and Rose Batiste.
Wow, that's a nice lineup.
Man, that is a nice lineup.
That's a very nice lineup. Very nice lineup.
The only thing they missing is the Ebony's.
Yep.
Okay.
Agree.
Okay.
That's a very nice lineup. Very nice lineup. Like I said, I'm just surprised.
Probably because the Ebony's not there because it's Detroit a Go-Go, so they doing all the artists from Detroit.
Okay.
I know that's right.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. There was some. Anybody else got a question or comment? There was something else.
Another one.
Go ahead, Drew.
No, I just wanted to ask Mr. Turner, with regards to the movie, Last Dragon, did you get a chance to meet some of the stars that were on that movie?
No, I sure did.
I mean, there were some heavy hitters on there, like Chaz Palminteri, Vanity, Keisha Knight Pulliam with it, William May. Did you get a chance to meet those guys at some point, or is just a matter of you just contributing the record and that's it?
No, I didn't. They were done with the movie when I got involved. Because Norman and I, we watched the movie as he put the music to it. So I didn't get a chance to meet him. Yeah.
Okay. Good question, Joe. Good question. Good question. We got about 15 more minutes. I can't say it enough how happy I am that we got a chance to talk and you came aboard to hang out with us, the Magnificent Seven here. We do this every Friday night, as I told you, with a different artist. And, and we're very, very happy that you were able to spend time with us here this evening. And on behalf
thank you for asking me.
Absolutely. On behalf of the Magnificent, we wish you all the best. And you do have at least 7 or 8 friends here in Philadelphia.
Okay.
In this group. Yeah, because I forget that Bonnie and Diane are not here, but not here in Philadelphia. But you do have friends here in Philadelphia. And we wish you all the best. And as long as God gives me breath and or strength, to continue playing the music. Stand By Me will definitely be a part of my repertoire all the time.
Okay, and as soon as I finish mastering a new one, I'll send it to you.
Please
I'll email it to you.
Please do.
Yeah.
I'd love to have it. I'd love to have
Okay.
it. Drew?
All right.
One more question, and that's it from Mr. Turner. Have you,
Yes, sir.
in your experience as being a Motown legendary artist, do you find that the earnings are more beneficial to you as a singer, or is it more lucrative for you behind the scenes, which you're producing and arranging?
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Or did you find the music business to be profitable as a singer, as recording artist, or as a producer and a songwriter contributing songs to other artists? Which was more lucrative for you?
Well, more lucrative was the live entertainment, because you get on with royalties, you waiting 6 months for a royalty check. Live entertainment paid every night.
Okay. Fantastic.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Spider, we've got some of the listening audience around the world that has some questions. Mark, would you care to relay some of the questions and/or comments, please?
Yes, sir. We got some people here that have met Mr. Spyder Turner. We got Dorothy Walker that met Mr. Turner at the Firewater Bar and Grill in Detroit. Said he was performing there, she met him. Howard Evelyn says she's impressed and loves Stand By Me. Barbara Harris says, good evening, everybody. Annie August, John, Lucas says Travolta. I know they ain't no damn John Travolta, but John some goddamn body is saying hello to everyone.
Yeah.
And they're all pleased to be here. And they said if Mr. Turner could just sign a bunch of blank checks and leave them on the desk, we'll all be happy.
I signed a bunch of them. They ain't no good. It won't be from my account.
And this
Well,
one,
everybody,
You won't. They just won't be from my account.
everybody in the listening audience, and Dorothy Walker. Dorothy Walker used to live in Jersey. She was one of the members of my club at one time called Sugar and Spice, and she's now lives in Michigan. So I with her meeting there was a real nice, and I know it's a real nice treat for her to be on the phone with you here in Philadelphia. So to the listening audience, thank you guys very much, and continue to tune in. As I said to you, we got some heavy hitters coming up for this month being Black Music Month, but we're certainly glad that you tuned in to the legendary Spyder Turner, and he deserves and has earned that title as legendary. Anybody in my eyesight who does one song pretty much, and I'm not talking about your addition to Rolls Royce and The Last Dragon and all that type of, that one song has hung around and stayed around and made people happy for years. And it looks like it's gonna be here until the disc jockey who's got the new stuff won't play it anymore. You know what I mean?
I've worked over 50 years on one song.
Right. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
It is. It really is.
That's definitely a blessing. Well, as I said to you, Mark, do you have any comments or a statement that you'd like to make to Mr. Turner before we get out of here?
Yeah, Mr. Turner.
Yes, sir.
The human head weighs 8 pounds. I wasn't sure if you were aware of that. Just wanted to let you know.
What?
I wasn't, but I am now.
And I've been told to tell everybody the secret to youth is drink water. Now that came from one of the Magnificent Seven. I ain't gonna tell you which one. But
Hey, I'm in total agreement. Drink water.
So I'm
every now and then add a little crown to it.
Listen, I tell you, Spider, we got some characters here. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can tell you. We got some characters here. But you know what? That's what makes the show what it is. That's what makes the show.
Right.
And I'm very, very, very happy with it. Very happy with it. So again,
it seems like you guys be having a good time. So.
Well, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
A lot of us really wait for Friday night. You know what I mean? So we can get on and do that. Yeah, a lot of us do that.
Right.
So again, to you, my friend, I wish you all the best, Godspeed, and kill them over there. Kill them in the musical sense. Kill them over there when you go overseas to England. I will be calling you back this week because I haven't talked to Carolyn Crawford since she substituted as a Vandella years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
talked to her in a long time. I'd love to talk to her. I'd love to talk to her.
Yeah, you got to talk coming then. Make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
you got
I'm
plenty
sure.
time.
I'm sure. I'm sure. And JJ Barnes, that's a
Carolyn
name
can
that you
talk.
don't hear. You don't hear JJ Barnes' name mentioned too often either. That's another good
Right.
name. And you had
Right.
mentioned the Elgins. You had mentioned that, the Elgins or whatever. You mentioned two people from the Elgins. One was a young lady, and then you said the
Yvonne
Elgins.
Burney.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I'll be calling you this week and maybe
Okay.
touching base on maybe if I could grab a couple numbers and whatever. I would really love to talk to Martha. Introduced her to me. Martha Reeves introduced her
okay.
to me because she substituted as one of the Vandellas for some reason or something when we came to Detroit, and
Right.
that's when I met her. And the beat goes on.
Yeah, she's good people. She's good
Yes.
people.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Well, again, my brother, and I don't want to be redundant. Anybody got any closing comments for Mr. Turner before we go? We got about 5 minutes. Anybody got any closing comments?
Ali, this is Donna. Mr. Turner, it was such a pleasure to meet you. And I just want to say safe travels on your journey over to Europe. And I wish I could go.
Come on.
By the way,
pretty girls.
And that she is. Spider, when is the actual the date of the shows? Can you give us that?
The date of the show is the 15th, 16th, and 17th of October.
Oh, okay. Okay, we got a little time yet.
It's a 3-day affair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got some bottles I could take back to the store and get a nickel off of them, and then maybe we can get it down to the go or something, brother.
Okay.
Anybody else? Anybody else with a closing?
I got a shopping bag full under the sink.
There you go. Rita, go ahead, baby doll. Rita, go ahead.
I just wanted to say thank you. And it was a pleasure that you took time out on your Friday night to spend it with Ali and the Magnificent Seven.
Hey, this is what I do. I love doing this. I'm a ham. COVID got me all stuck in, can't go nowhere, nothing happening nowhere.
Right.
This is fun.
Okay. All right, anybody else? Anybody else with a closing statement, Professor?
Just thank you for joining us. It's really been fun. I've learned some things.
Okay.
I've learned a lot about you. I knew the record, but I did not know the rest. So thank you.
Okay.
And just like Donna said, definitely have a safe trip there and back.
Cool.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Smoke,
I appreciate that.
Smoke, you got something you want to say in closing?
Good. I'm good.
Okay. Thank you. Again, Spyder Turner, great health, long longevity, and I want you to kill him when you go overseas. And we will be, like I said, I'll be calling you next week and we'll be talking a little bit there.
Okay, great.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend, and God bless.
Okay, thank you, and God bless y'all too.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Magnificent
Bye.
Seven. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will talk on Tuesday.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.